You know, I think that one of the things that I've done over the last 50 years is I'm a farmer and I raise cattle. And when we're raising cattle, I raise a lot of bulls. You know, and after listening to all this stuff, my old BS meter's going ding, 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 ding. Because what we're seeing here is a myth about climate change, about a climate crisis. We aren't having a climate crisis, but what we are having is we're having a crisis of common sense.
I did ask the question, what happened if the monitoring didn't work, if the testing failed, if the stringent construction failed, if everything worked, what happened if there was a leak? First of all, and I was told that there's automatic shutoffs. In the worst case scenario, which has never even been modeled, it would be an expansion of the product in there, and again, it's carbon dioxide, to, I think, about 300 to 500 feet from the space. It doesn't just fill the whole aquifer. So even in a worst case scenario, it's not catastrophic for the aquifer, and there are normal remediation efforts to clean it up, just like there are remediation efforts to clean up any source of pollution that go into the aquifer. That's first and foremost what we focused on during the whole negotiation process.
Interesting. I mean, we talk about environmental issues and such, and yet in these negotiations, we're not able to secure protection for one of the most important water sources in central Illinois.
As an example, Illinois Farm Bureau policy supports prohibiting the use of eminent domain for carbon dioxide pipelines. Senate Bill 1289 continues to authorize the use of eminent domain for carbon dioxide pipelines. It also creates an integration process that will force landowners to participate in carbon storage areas. Now, while that is not eminent domain, it is a form of forced participation in a taking of a property right in a similar fashion. So that does not align with our policy and creates concerns. Our policy also supports requiring developers of carbon dioxide pipelines and storage projects to demonstrate progress securing easements from willing landowners prior to the ICC's approval of a pipeline project. This would help ensure that developers of these projects are negotiating in good faith and reaching agreements with our landowners before projects are approved and before they are granted eminent domain authority.
Obviously, a pipeline is regulated on the federal level because it is an interstate matter. We have limited ability to regulate on pipelines. There, you heard a reference to PHMSA rules. That's the federal rules that govern hazardous material pipelines. And that is, right now, rules on carbon pipelines are pending, and we're waiting for those to come before we'll move forward with projects. If we don't see the rules finalized within 2 years, the ICC will be able to engage in a process to set standards there. But that's unchanged. We haven't changed that at all. Eminent domain exists for pipelines. There's really no other way to run pipelines across the state.